What's up, everybody? I know it's been a little while, but I'm back. In this video, we're going to dive Emerald Sink outside of Tallahassee. I'll kind of give you the rundown because this dive site's a little bit more confusing than some of the bigger and more established sites. So Emily and I had actually never been to Emerald Sink. How we found it is we went on Cave Atlas and found New Light Church Road, dropped a pin on the map, and when you get to the dive site, they actually have a little sign. It has GPS coordinates, and then it says off Highway 319, New Light Church Road. So that's the best I got on how to get there. It's like 30 minutes maybe south of Tallahassee. Now, there is a fee to get in, a little sign-in sheet. There's a diver dock and some stairs, as you can see now. So it's pretty well set up for that. It's just a little harder to find because there's no actual GPS address to plug in. Now, just a little heads up, we did have a little bit of an interesting experience here. So it's not really guarded and there's no traffic, no park rangers or anything were there. We were the only ones. However, when we got out of the water on our first dive, there was what I suspect to be a homeless guy standing on the stairs just staring at me when I surfaced. He seemed friendly enough, but still just, be careful out there. It might not be a bad idea to have somebody sitting with your car on the surface just to kind of look out, because he could have easily got into my truck and, taken stuff and left, and I would have never known. There was nobody around. So just be careful. Now onto the dive itself. As you can see, the cavern area was absolutely stunning. The way the light refracts in the water and the little greenish tint. I'm guessing that's where the name Emerald Sink came from, but just absolutely beautiful. Kind of an epic entrance, if you ask me. Here, Emily's zooming in on some bones, trying to figure out what died in there. On our left, right here, we're about to pass a sinkhole. I'm guessing that's where the animal came from, but that's a cool feature. About 200-300 feet back in the cave, you look over and there's some light poking through, which I always enjoy that. It's pretty neat. Now, the passages themselves were pretty big. With the haziness in the water, there were plenty of times where we were shining our lights around and we couldn't see all the corners and, the walls. The darkness just kind of eats up your light. So it's definitely big passage, kind of power cave vibe. It was pretty cool, pretty epic. I'd love to go back when the visibility was a little better and actually get a chance to feel how big everything is in there. It is a pretty silty cave. The walls are covered in a black silt. The ground is just mushy and soft, real easy to stir up. So it was pretty cool, though. I spend most of my time diving in Mariana, so it was a welcome change, and it's always cool to see something new. There were a lot of cave crayfish in there. I mean, there were some big dudes, too, a couple hulks. Just monsters. So Emily, I felt like she was stopping every 30 seconds to film another one. She's really into the marine life and biology, so she loves to stop, and I'd lose, sight of her light behind me and turn around, and sure enough, she's down sticking a GoPro in the face of one of those crayfish. So, but there was a lot of them in there, so if you're interested in checking those out, if you somehow haven't seen them, that's definitely a good spot to go find them. Here's where we turn around. It's halfway between, I can't remember what the other sink's name is, but we were on open circuit and it was our first time there. So we had a pretty conservative dive plan, nothing major. I want to say it was 800 feet back roughly, just thinking off the top of my head. Up to this point, the dive had been pretty shallow. I want to say we averaged like 40 something feet for the most part. So it's not too bad. Definitely had plenty of gas to keep going. So next time we'll push a little farther and check out more of the cave. Here we are approaching the cavern zone again. And man, it's just cool. I love these kind of passages. It reminds me of some of the dives we did in Mexico. It's just really freaking cool. I know I keep saying that, but this is some of my favorite diving right here. I'm glad Emily got some cool footage because, even still, it just doesn't do it justice. I'm sure most of you know when you're there in person, seeing the light beaming through the water like that, it's just unbelievable. Those are the moments you live for as a cave diver. that about wraps it up for this one. If anybody watching has any experience at Emerald, please share the details, or if you have tips how to get there that are easier, or dive tips because we plan on going back, or the time of year it seems to be the most clear, let me know. We'd love to hear it. So thanks for watching. Until next time.